All right, we're learning much more information now about the missing mothers, the fathers, the daughters and sons, many with connections to our area, including Estelle Hedaya, who lived on the 6th floor of the building. The 54-year-old, originally from Queens, worked in the jewelry industry for years before relocating down to Florida about 6 years ago. And there's been an outpouring of prayers and well wishes on social media from her friends and the jewelry industry. Her parents right now live in Brooklyn. Linda March also recently moved to Florida. The 58-year-old is a lawyer and former administrative law judge at the City Environmental Control Board. And according to her LinkedIn page, she specializes in representing building owners, contractors, and developers who run afoul of city codes and regulations. And a family of 3 from Brooklyn, also among the missing, Chaim Rosenberg and his daughter Malki, seen right here, plus his son-in-law who's not pictured. They recently moved down there from Flatbush. But there's one local family that has a harrowing story to tell. Narrowly surviving this disaster, the Agueros from New Jersey were vacationing in Florida when the building collapsed right around them, and it was a race against time to get out. News 4's Brian Thompson talked to them. He joins us now live from North Bergen with the details. Brian?
Yeah, and they lived in this mid-rise condo complex right behind me here in North Bergen. But the story they have to tell is one of narrowly escaping death from that abyss down in Surfside. You can't hear this deadly collapse Thursday morning, but you can hear how survivors reacted. Jeanette Aguero was in bed with her husband, her daughter in the living room.
He woke me up. I don't think I've ever felt him grip me quite as hard as he did. I panicked when I felt the building sway back and forth. At the very least, the ceiling was going to cave in on top of us because there was no way that the walls were going to hold up the roof.
This is where the family condo was, on the 11th floor, just feet away from peril, on the edge of death. Firemen yelled to get out.
We need to get out of here because we don't know how long we have before the rest of it comes down. Basically, we're racing time before the rest of it comes down. We need to get outside.
So they took to the stairs on the other side of the building.
I don't think I've ever done stairs that fast.
Mom heard a noise from a stuck fire escape door around floor 6.
I ran into some people shouting, help us, the door's jammed, can you please help us open the door?
One more chance for this family to help someone else. An 88-year-old woman struggling down the stairs ahead of them, ready to give up. They wouldn't let her.
I'm 88 years old, I've lived a good life, this is it for me, I really don't want to go. I was like, no, you're going to make it to 89, you're going to be okay. Yes, it was kind of good.
There was rubble everywhere at the bottom.
So my son and I picked her up, and he pulled her while I pushed her to get her up to 3 feet.
This 40-year-old condo complex was a lush paradise just 2 days ago. The Aguero family frequent visitors. Now it is 12 flattened stories of purgatory. A search still on for survivors. Family patriarch Albert Aguero back in Hudson County telling me.
And people that we used to see them getting on the elevator, I know they're dead.
But the Aguero family is alive. Their living room, the last standing room before total collapse. Their second home for years, now a traumatic memory of survival.
I honestly don't know if I'll come back. I might, but can't say I will. This trauma is so fresh for Albert. When he told me that last statement, he told me he'd been going to Miami since he was 3 years old. His father came here from Cuba. For him to say something like that gives you an idea just how emotional this is right now. Live in North Bergen, Brian Thompson, News 4 New York.